What's good is Dutch Vader. We on Paya World, and I don't know what the fuck I'm about to play right now, but I'm about to play something. Actually, I might call my son down for Shaolin vs. Wu Tang too. But this election got people heated. Biden has a sizable lead. What is it, like 264 to 214? And a couple questionable states, and all Biden needs is one. Hey, what's your thoughts on that?
May the best man win. You know, I just hope that when it's all said and done, the people as a collective are, comfortable with their decision, to who they putting in the office.
You know what? That's the same shit that a lot of Trump supporters were saying 4 years ago. We verbally said fuck that nigga, but as you can tell, I'm not arrested, so I comply.
Shaolin versus Wu Tang 2. The return
Holy
of the
shit, I
martial
need to turn that
masters.
down.
Two and
Nah, I need to turn this shit down, bruh.
I put you on speaker so you can hear that. Even when she hear dude voice.
Nah, the sound is overtaking us, bruh. Just give me a sec.
Yeah, so talk about that hate you got for Trump.
Huh?
I said, talk about that hate you got for Trump.
Oh, you need me to entertain the crowd from what some personal shit? Okay, we can play this game. Let's play. Well, Trump came out with the best medical care in the fucking world and told the world that my uncle died that the disease that my uncle died from wasn't shit. That's what the fuck he did. And that is personal to
Okay.
me. And I don't give a fuck who feels about it. This happened 3 years ago. I mean, three days ago. 3 days ago.
Yeah.
This happened 3 days ago, my nigga. He died 3 days ago, and this motherfucker been flying around like he's Superman. Like he can't get punched in the face. And I hate rich boys like that. Fucking
Now,
hate them.
just let the record reflect that
Everything I said.
influenza, cool, influenza killed more people than COVID.
Influenza
Influenza
did?
is a bigger pandemic than COVID.
Yeah, but he had it. My uncle died, and he flaunted that he had it. Just like he flaunted to the military people who died as suckers and all that shit. Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, there's there's two disrespects there.
Right. Now, me personally, I found myself asking myself why I disliked him, and I came to the conclusion that I only disliked him because everybody else disliked him. So I then started looking into what he be talking about as a person. I just can't get jiggy with him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I looked into his record, and he been doing this shit his whole life.
nah, but I'm just talking
His
about
not
along
only
the
that,
lines
not only
of
that, not only that, his family be doing this shit his whole life, their whole life too.
now. See, where I'm coming from. The perspective I'm coming from is that you know I'm for like equality. For the most part, and it don't matter what color you are. you human, so we equal, right? Now, anybody that could disregard the equalities that unalienable rights God given that come with every human being, I have a problem with that person, you know? So that's as far as it goes with me in regards to anybody. I don't have no personal, like, you know, vendettas against anybody unless they did something personally to me, right?
Would you take his language and shit personal? You wouldn't take that personal?
Well, if you understood what I had just said in regards to a person or individual who views another human being as less than, then that would answer your question.
From what I see, that's what he does.
Right. But that's across the board. That's not just for him, that's for anybody who feels the need to treat another human being like they less than.
Okay.
That goes for anybody. You know, this racism thing it takes on so many different shapes, forms, and fashions, but it's all the same at the core. You feel me?
Now, how many races are defending him, and how many races are going against him?
I don't know, because I haven't spoken to every single racist, but it would seem as if, just from the outside looking in, that I don't know, bro, because you got some rednecks that don't be fucking with Trump neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then the majority of them that are racist, they do support Trump. To answer your question, it's a lot of. But does that mean that everybody that's not racist is against Trump?
Yo, well, I answer your question with a question. How many Confederate flags do you see at a Trump rally?
I don't really watch Trump rallies, so maybe you could fill me in on them.
Son, every single Trump rally I looked at,
That's crazy.
Every single Trump rally I see.
Alright, so let me ask you a question then. So, does that mean that every person that supports the Confederate flag is racist? Like, what about the people who feel like they supporting the flag for it being a emblem or a token of the war? You know what I'm saying? Like, because the original flag was that, and then
no,
there
it
was
wasn't.
war.
No, it wasn't. The original flag had that symbol on the corner, and it had its own version of Stars and Stripes. That flag. Hold on. Wait.
Right.
That flag, that's the Stars and Bars cross, came out in the 60s during the civil rights.
Well, it's some people that say that flag was older than that.
Yeah,
and
they'll
that
say
it's a symbol. It's a symbol of
say when did it drop? Just like you say, hold on. Just like you say,
the Revolutionary War, was it?
Hold on.
No,
civil.
The Civil War.
But
the Civil War.
Check it out.
Yeah.
You say you got an album dropping next week. Now, if you wait 100 years to drop it, then what the fuck does it mean?
I mean, it means a lot if it's a classic. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a classic, it's timeless. It don't matter when I drop it.
I'm saying an album that never dropped. Never dropped till then.
That's what I'm saying. So, it don't matter when I drop it.
No, your first album.
right?
If your first album don't drop till 100 years later, when it's time for motherfuckers to say, yo, we want to get treated like people, and your album says, fuck them people.
Right? Are you saying that the flag is the album? What
Yeah.
are we doing here?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Because
And
their representation of that rebel flag ain't dropped till 1960 something. When Martin Luther King was, they used that shit as a symbol to oppose him, but they want to quote him now. Yeah, I kind of looked this shit up.
so you saying that Trump represents everything racist?
No, but what I'm saying is that everybody rocking a Nazi and a motherfucking flag like that supports Trump.
So that's they right. They could do that.
And that's who he's talking to. Proud Boys stand back. Proud Boys.
Well, I will say this. Regardless of all the public relation debacles that Trump represents,
Okay.
I will say that as a non-politician, I see, the potential there for change by way of after him. So somebody else could come along now and actually have the people's best interests at hand and not necessarily have to worry about being casted out just because they didn't have a history of, politician work. So that's dope.
Yo, check it out. And I'll add on to your point. Because of his fuckery, people are coming out, whether they're speaking for it or against it. This is record. These voting numbers are record. So people are coming out, whether they're with it or against it. And I get to see who's who.
That's a fact. But you know what? The same thing that makes you so mad at Trump, like when we started the conversation off the record,
we continued it on stream.
All right, cool. But let me finish my point.
Yeah.
Point is that when we were speaking on that, you had spoke to the fact that you were angry with Trump because he openly let you know what type of person he is. Now, switch the perspective. I respect it because I know exactly who I'm dealing with and I know how to deal with this person opposed to somebody who puts on the front that they for the people, for people, but then has hidden agendas that is really hateful.
He is. How can you not be hateful when you hate people?
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like with
Trump,
Trump,
he took a group of people out the military his first year.
But you know what he hitting for. You know what I'm saying? So
why?
For the people who voted for Trump.
Yeah, look. Real shit.
I guess you don't see. I was agreeing with you. That was a point I was making. But
if Brenda with a shaft and breast could save Tyrone life when they're in the field in the military, who the fuck cares? He took that away.
Okay. But you know he a dickhead though. Ain't that like kind of like comforting to know what type of time he on from jump?
Not if Tyrone can get saved.
I mean, at the end of the day, Tyrone wasn't forced to be in the military, bro. That's just like with these police talking about blue lives.
Oh,
no, they don't. They don't matter.
Oh, you
blue
ready for
lives
this?
Don't don't matter, bro.
Yo, you ready? You ready for this? You ready for this?
Nah, let me just finish my statement.
Yeah, go ahead.
The reason why I say that is because that is something that they chose to do, opposed to when you see people speaking on Black Lives Matter, they don't have a choice in the issue. They're dealing with a system that is put in place to keep them, keep a foot on their
Blue
neck.
Lives is a job. You choose that.
And Blue Lives is a job.
You
could
choose
quit.
that. You choose
You
that.
could quit.
You can't quit the military once you in the field. But to add to your point,
you could go AWOL and you could dip off, B.
Yo, but to add to your point, right?
You could shoot yourself in the foot and get an honorable discharge, B. You feel me? Let's not act like motherfuckers ain't doing that. There's always a way around this shit, man. And still get your benefits.
Nah, I was asking for a cigarette. That's all I was doing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean something to go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, you feel me? Like,
so what you saying? So right now we're compounding the points.
Huh?
Right now we're compounding the points.
Right, it's a choice. You know what I'm saying? You choose. So fuck Blue Lives. We know what Trump is, what he about. You feel me?
Yeah, he want to bash out all our heads in, my nigga. The fuck?
But I respect it because he not hiding though. You feel me? So I see him in the street. I could choose to spit in his face, or I could choose to just be like, "Fuck you, Trump, you bitch ass nigga," and keep it moving. You racist bitch.
Remember, I voted for Biden. I don't like that nigga. I don't even like Kamala. Because she already lied about her shit too.
All this shit is some bullshit, bro. I heard that bitch ain't even a black woman. Both her mommy and daddy Indian or some shit, bro.
Nah, her mom's white, dad's Indian.
You see what I'm saying? She not even a people. She not even from the people.
Yeah, she raised her docile. But I promised along with because to tell the truth, I was really gonna vote just local shit. I was gonna leave that presidential shit empty. My uncle died, and my brother asked me to, and they both asked me to vote the same direction. So I did.
Like, it's just like, it's so crazy. Like, motherfuckers hate Trump so much. And what if that was the plan? What if Trump was just a decoy? And he signed up for being a dickhead to push this agenda of supporting pedophiles.
Why he get
because
in?
Biden is a whole lot of pedophile though. Like I take my chances with a racist any day.
Bruh,
even though Trump be grabbing bitches' pussies, but
he's
still.
both. He's both.
So what you say? He was on Randall Island with your beds.
Yeah, he was. There's documentation.
He was on Epstein Island.
Yeah, there's documentation, nigga. There's documentation in this shit.
So look at what we doing here. So if you listen to it carefully, the contrast between Biden and Trump is not really much of a contrast because they both pedophiles and they both racist. But what's the difference? One is open about it and the other you gotta dig and find out about, right?
Yeah, but I already told you, I already told you and the audience.
No, I know. This is, bro, you gotta
for me.
We not just talking to each other. If people are listening, we have to project our conversation to make them feel like they're a part of it as well, just by listening. So I see you getting real passionate with your responses and all that.
Not even that, I'm getting passionate because I'm getting my ass whooped in this game.
That too. But remember, people people listening, right?
No,
So
I reminded you
I'm
that
not
I'm getting my
attacking
ass.
you. You see, because you keep repeating, oh, because my uncle is a dying wish. Yo, guys explain your vote to me. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I got it.
You asked the same question though.
I didn't even ask a question.
You did.
No, I said, what is the difference between Biden and Trump? That's
And
what
I
was.
told you the difference.
Nah, but then what did the reason behind your vote for Biden have to do with that then? If that was my question, what did that have to do with
The reason for my vote for Biden was my people's wish.
Alright, you just repeated it again. Cool.
It's the same answer. The same answer
But I
gonna be
never
every
I
time.
asked about what's the difference between Biden and Trump. I didn't ask you why you voted for Biden.
No, but that's the difference. Given all the list.
Oh, all right, cool, I get it. So you're reiterating.
Yeah,
For
not
your
not
own
re.
sake.
No,
For
no,
your
not
own
re.
sake.
Yo,
Because I wasn't asking you about your vote. Me personally, I wasn't. That wasn't my intention.
I mentioned my vote, so I'm gonna say my vote.
All right.
But
Okay. Go ahead, bro. Do your thing.
no, but what I'm saying is, every time you ask anything about what's the difference between Trump and Biden, I'm gonna say my two families' wishes. That's
Right,
the difference.
but I would say it because I wanted the listeners to think about that, because everybody not voting because they uncle asked him to do something as a dying wish, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you wanna ask that for the people?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. So I
So
was
say
just,
the word, say the words y'all or some shit.
but I'm talking to you though, and because we've done interviews in the past, plenty of them, I thought that you would understand that, opposed to taking it personally as a personal attack.
No, it's not an attack. I took it as a question.
Yeah, but I wasn't really asking you per se. I was asking that, and I
So
should be
everybody
more
in the
direct. I should be more
comments.
specific, right?
Hold on. So everybody in the
For the
comments.
people then.
Yo, so
Yeah,
everybody in the comments.
Right. For the people
Everybody
in
in the comments. Yeah,
what's the reason behind your vote? Like outside of Dutch Vader,
Yeah.
what was your reason? Was it like a deathbed like request, or was it other things that drive you? Because at this point, we've established that both Biden and Trump are pedophiles and racists, right? So if all Americans are made equal and should be treated as such, if we have a real honest conversation with that, why are you basically you're choosing who's the least of two evils at this point.
And that's but that's been every election though.
Yeah. Like,
but at the same time,
and I'm not saying that you shouldn't vote. I'm just saying that you should probably focus on what is going to directly affect you. Because even if you vote for the president, I don't know if the whole structure of the government changes to where everybody lose their job in every position in the government, or do people keep their job and then just the closest people to the president, they change, like his 10 toes down crew. So I say that to say, being that you did mention that elections is every 2, 4, and 6 years for more local positions, people should be focusing on that then, because you could get them up out of there every 2 years.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, that's what I've been saying since Pie Hour was last up.
Whoa.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying since Pie Hour was back up. I can bring up fucking past tapes on some real shit. We need to vote. We need to vote. We need to talk about the local shit, so that whatever the fuck they say on the federal shit.
I'm gonna incorporate that too, because in the same breath, I'm gonna be learning myself locally. So I'm gonna
Yo,
incorporate that on my episodes too.
yo,
Like,
shout out to Talon Thomas because
yo, I think he in jail, beloved.
wait, what? For
I
what?
think he. I don't know. I seen a post where somebody was posting a GoFundMe for him, and they raised and it said free Talon Thomas, and $365 was raised out of 4 bands.
Son,
So
this nigga was doing, yo, he was doing activist shit and contracting. That's the last I
it be
seen him
like
doing.
that, bro. It be like that when you out there. If you really, I don't know really what he was going on, but when you out there in the field, I'ma just assume that he got
They
faced with
gonna
an
fuck with
obstacle.
you.
Yeah. So more blessings to him. I hope he pulled through that. But right now it's looking real danger zone for son.
FOH.
Yeah, man, this thing is. And rest in peace to King Vaughn. That's a young boy out of
RIP. For sure.
Chirac, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, let's.
Yeah, what you was about to say?
Nah, I was getting into more footage of me getting my ass beat by Bruce Lee. While we talk.
Man. So, yeah, man. I don't think it's gonna make a difference who get in the office. It's not gonna benefit black people like the way it's gonna benefit everybody else. It's not gonna be no equality. Like this is not gonna be the president
To change
that
shit.
changes
No,
shit.
I don't think that either. But it'll get this motherfucker, this real talking ass nigga out.
And that's cool. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm about to get my little passport, bro. I pay the child support, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I visit places, man. I know they say, oh, you know, America. Yeah, man, that's cool. But, I gotta see the world, jeez. I can't just be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I feel you.
crazy. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's like we got the world at our fingertips in these phones, these smartphones, but motherfuckers is dumb as hell, bro.
Yo, this nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, hold on. Since you're talking about that shit, right? I'm about to put this shit on I'm about to put this shit on this graphic. I don't own this graphic, but I'm gonna put it on it. Just so motherfuckers
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you, B. Motherfuckers better hope, cause you know what I'm looking for right now? I'm looking for the Infinity Stones, nigga. And once I get the Infinity Gauntlet, nigga, Thanos time. I'm snapping my fingers, nigga.
You're not
Getting the
Thanos.
fuck
You're
out
not
of here.
Thanos. You're
I'm
not
Thanos,
Thanos.
nigga. Definitely big Thanos.
You ain't
The
Thanos.
solo Thanos. I ain't Thanos. Fuck out of here, nigga. You ain't Darth Vader. Fuck you talking about? This that new God flow. You know what I'm saying? I'm snapping fingers, B. You out of here. You know what I'm saying?
You're not Thanos.
Alright. We gonna see. Don't let me get them. Let me get them Infinity Stones, man.
Nigga said Infinity Stones. You are not
Mm,
Thanos.
I am though. You feel me? I'm telling you, bro. I don't like people, bro. Like I don't like people. Like even though I understand
I
the plight
don't.
of black folk, I understand the plight of it, and I went through it. But it's like I don't even like you niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, I don't like people.
I don't like
Period.
people. I know, but it's like I'm feeling like I'm having an outer like species experience to where I'm looking in on the species as a whole, and it's just like, it's a bad batch, man.
I'll still defend them because my kids are part of that bad batch.
Yeah, factuals. Yeah, you know your
So you're
bonds and
not
all
so
that.
you're not Thanos because you're not willing to give up your kids. He is.
Oh nah, bro.
He is.
I'm gonna snap my fingers, bro. Do your step. You could do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey,
All
is
right. So
it?
every time we play games, we're gonna play with that energy.
Yes, sir. We got to.
That
We have
means
to.
yeah, no. That means you said you're Thanos.
I am Thanos.
My son's gonna whoop your ass.
It doesn't matter. When I fi- when I find the Infinity Stones,
Ladies and
come holler at
gentlemen,
me.
he's already been through that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You remember the movie Endgame?
God,
Nah.
I
Hear me
love
out.
you.
You remember the movie Endgame?
Mm,
Even though they bought civilization back, and they got Thanos up out of there because that's what the script said. But in real life, though, ain't no coming back. Ain't no Avengers. It's just me, the Infinity Stones, the Gauntlet, and my fingers snapping. You know what I'm saying?
bruh, you know Joey will be a problem in the first Marvel versus Capcom, which has the Infinity Stones getting whooped out of niggas. But we're gonna leave that alone.
Listen, if you gonna play with your ringer, I'm gonna go get my ringer to smoke the godson, and he gonna
Yeah.
smoke all y'all boots.
He gonna smoke you too. You gotta be in the gauntlet.
Nah,
No, you gotta be in the
listen,
gauntlet.
you started this name drop. You said you gonna bring Joey into it. Cool. I
Yeah,
got
a
smoke on
10
my
year old, my
smoke is
nigga.
my partner. If Joey your partner, smoke is my partner. You
Okay,
know what I'm saying?
okay. And every time you meet me or Smoke, meet me or Joey, you gotta depend on Smoke. And we've been
You
training,
fucking right.
and we've
Cause
been wait, hold on,
listen, bet on that.
we've been training on Smoke, and we told this nigga this shit too. We've been training on your ass.